Hi everyone, welcome back to another plan with me. I'll be recapping, oh gosh, hang on a sec. We're going into the week of the 20th, right? So I'm usually more prepared, my apologies. Here we are. So yeah, I'll be recapping the week of the 13th and then planning for the week of the 20th. I'm drinking black coffee in my favorite pink mug. You know what I've been doing lately? When I make drip coffee, I put cinnamon in with the coffee grinds and it tastes and smells so good. And I think cinnamon is an antioxidant, or an anti-something or other. Anyways, yeah, I quite enjoy it. Thought I'd share that with you. All right, so I am just so in love with this binder. Sometimes I'll get into a binder and after a week or two, I'm not vibing with it anymore. But this one, I'm obsessed with. I love it so much. So this I made. So if you guys have been following me for a while, you know, I usually have my task cards in here with my planning routines, but I wanted to do something a little bit different. So I made these with, these are printables from, I'll put her name on the bottom of the screen here. I'll link her website below, or Etsy shop, what have you, but it's like junk journaling templates. So you just print it out yourself, and she gives tutorials on her YouTube channel. But so yeah, I made this little pocket thing with these like flags, and I just put my planning routines on them. Something different. This one here, I did my routines, but I did my daily planning routine on this little one. And it has these little tabs. And then I just did daily and weekly and monthly. Because the yearly one, I didn't need to have that in here because, you know, that I only do once a year. But anyhow, so in case you're wondering if you've missed the video where I showed these, that's what this is. So I'm going to take my weekly task card out, and I just love how this looks peeking out of here with the lace. Oh, so pretty. Pink Monarch prints. I'm pretty sure that's her business name. But the lace was mine. So the lace I put on, but everything else is from that kit. And they're all printables. And she gives tutorials on how to put them together. So I watched her tutorial on how to make like a multi-pocket thing. And it's actually, it's easy. It's like, it's easier than what it looks. All right, here is my dashboard. Let's see how I'm doing. So first up on my weekly tasks for my planning is I do my week recap, which involves my dashboard, my compass card, as well as my numbers for my real estate business. So one of my main tasks was to make a list of CMAs needed, because I have a lot of people that I've needed to make. So a CMA, that's an acronym for comparative market analysis. So I made the list, so we now know who we need to prepare them for. I still need to do my multi-residential listings and send that off to a client, work on my Q2 inserts, which I have been doing. Nothing really is changing with my dashboard, but I am changing this part up a little bit. Yeah, so stay tuned for that. We did not start on our basement, just did not have time. And I did not have time to watch that replay. It's part of my Dream Clients Academy coaching that I'm in, and I couldn't make the live anyway, so I just have not had time to watch the preview. So as far as reviewing my goals, I did review my goals 3 times this week. Lead gen, I did twice. My follow-up calls, I did 4 times, and I entered my stats twice. Oh wait, did I enter them on Thursday? Because I did do lead gen and follow-up on Thursday. Hang on a second. I did not. Okay, so I will do that. Oil pulling, I did that twice. My liver detox, I only did once. And then sharpen the saw. I didn't do any strength training workouts this week, you guys. I did cardio. I don't know. I was like, nah, I'm not feeling the strength. My body feels like cardio, so I did cardio. stretch and breathe twice this week, so not every day like I wanted to or like I intend to. Me time in the morning, I did that twice. And then my projector movement course, I worked on that on Thursday. I made a big dent in that. It was really good. I got a lot done. Okay, so here's my week. Here's my Monday. I just have this covered because I made my list of CMAs to do here and I've got people's names. Yeah, so that got forwarded, but it did get done. So I've been following my time block schedule, and what I've done as well is, maybe I'm getting ahead of myself here, but I also did it on my devices so that when I don't have my planner with me, I know what my schedule is. But anyhow, so here's my Monday. I did my lead follow-up. I got 1 lead. I booked a listing appointment, and I did 7 contacts that day. And I just decorated with some stickers. I like to do this while I'm watching TV. And then here's, like, I didn't check them off, but I made a list of things that needed to get done that day. And then here's my Tuesday. I did a quote from a podcast that I listened to. The universe comes in to amplify the energy you're already leading with. Oh, love that. I wanted to remember that, so I wrote it down. Yeah, so I did a CMA this day. I did my follow-up calls. Had a naturopath appointment. We're watching the show Ted Lasso. Oh my gosh, you guys, it's so good. Unexpectedly so. I wasn't expecting it to be as good as it is. So we just started watching that this week. I think we just started it on Monday, maybe last week. No, we started on Sunday. Oh, really loving it. I did do this. Okay. 17 contacts this day, all from follow-up. And then here's my Wednesday. So Wednesdays and Thursdays, I have planned to do an hour follow-up and an hour of lead gen. And I did that this week, both days. And yeah, I did quite well. Alrighty, and then here is my Thursday. And Friday, I was playing around with my fountain pens. I realize I'm not utilizing them, and I have some really nice ones I want to start using again. This one I have like a dark green ink in it, so I won't be using it for planning, but I will be using it for journaling. And then I'm having struggles with this one here, the Pilot Kakuno. So this is a cartridge, and it like dried up or something. So I cleaned it out last night, let it air dry overnight, and then refilled the cartridge today. And you can see like the ink has come down, but see all these little marks here? This is from me trying to get the ink, like it's just not coming out. So I don't know if I did something wrong. I wanted to use this pen this week because this is a fine nib. And with these inserts, I think I've shared this with before, when I use this pen, which is my favorite, I love this pen, but it's a medium nib and it takes up a lot of room. So if I have a lot of like a few things I want to write in there, it takes up more room because it's thicker. So I want something fine. So anyways, that sucks. Got to figure that out. And then this one here, I cleaned it out last night. You guys, fountain pens are a learning curve. So I cleaned this one out completely, and I kept putting it in water, sucking the water up. Anyways, it's clear. There's no ink in it, but there seems to be ink stuck down here no matter. And I soaked it for hours in water. I don't know. I got to figure this stuff out, but oops. So yeah, that was my Saturday night playing with my fountain pens. I ordered a couple new ones off of Amazon. I will share those with you when I get them, and they are fine nib. So anyways, but yeah, that's what those markings were. So I was just playing around with my fountain pens. This one here, I have the Ferris wheel press. It's called Pink. What is it? Pink something. It's this one here. Beautiful bottle. Oh, Lady Rose. But it's more of like a brown. It's not really pink. It probably depends on the paper that you're using. I got this pen from the Angel Shop. It's beautiful. I think they call that like a hooded nib. I don't know, or hidden, something like that. But it's really It's really lovely. Anyways, yeah, I just want to get, you know, use different things. But in here is yesterday, I went to my favorite pen shop in Cambridge, which isn't that far from me, and I got these for journaling. How cute. All right. So yeah, that's just a little flip of my week. Now we will do, let's recap my compass card. So I didn't do my 2 strength workouts. I did my stretching and breathing most nights. I don't know that I did that most nights, did I? No, just 2 times. Bed by 12, did not do that. Me time in the morning, only twice. Only twice. I did my next few modules for my projector course. And then my CEO role, I did not get my multi-res done, but I did get all my CMAs done that needed to get done. And, you know, I put an X here for starting professional development book because I'm reading The Psychology of Money, which I would say it's not really for pleasure. That's sort of professional development. I mean, it'll help in personal life and professional life. So leave that for now. And I did not review scripts with Tyler, but we did do our 411. We actually did our 15th protocol. And I'm in the process of doing all of that. Okay, so that's how I did with my sharpen the saw. And let's review my numbers here. So the goal was 101 contacts. I did 108, so plus 7. The goal was 7 leads. I generated 2, so minus 5. Booked 2 appointments. The goal was 2. Went on 2 appointments. The goal was 1, so I'm plus 1. Did not sign anyone on yet, and no firm deals. We did get an offer finally on our Garment Street listing, but it is conditional, so that should be firming up by the end of this coming week. So that's that. Okay, and then here's my breakdown. So Monday was 7 contacts, 1 lead, 1 appointment booked. Tuesday, 17 contacts, went on an appointment. Wednesday, 44 contacts, went on an appointment. And then on Thursday, 40 contacts, 1 lead, 1 appointment booked. And then that's my total, 108 contacts. And then what worked? Time blocking and following the schedule. It's one thing to time block, but it's another to follow the schedule. Did I follow it 100%? As far as the exact time. Look, hang on 1 second. I got to clean that ink off my finger. Okay, cleaned. So what I put on my weekly task list, they're definitely not date or time specific, but they're not even necessarily specific to this week. It's just if I have time, you know, once I'm, you know, going through this and my tasks are done and I'm like, okay, let's see what else can I get done. That's really what this is. So I'm going to put like my 7 circles because I do want to get to that. It's not really pressing. There's no deadline. It's, you know, it's just something I want to do. And then CMAs versus listing appointments. Okay, and then Dream Clients Academy replay. So those are things I would like to get done this week, but are they for sure going to happen? I don't know. We shall see. So that's my month calendar master task list. Now I'm going to transfer tasks from this past week. So I already transferred this one. Start on our basement. So you guys, if you've been following me for a while, you know I've been talking about that for a long time. So we did get our home office area done. So we have another area of our basement that we need to declutter. So I would like to get started on that this week, if possible. Okay, so I have my dashboard done. You know what I'm thinking of doing in my, when I do my inserts for next quarter, I think I'm gonna add in my work routines and just have those pre-printed because they really don't change. I want to review my goals every day. That won't change. Doing my lead generation, my follow-up won't change, and entering my stats won't change. Those are my main work routines that I need to do on the days that I work. Okay, so anyhow, so here are my tasks, my top follow-up, personal routines. So oil pulling, my liver detox, bed by 12, me time before work, and then here's my sharpen the saw so I can keep track of how often I'm doing those. Doing those. I don't know why my voice cracked there. So now I'm going to schedule my week. So I've transferred my tasks, schedule my week, and then I'm done. So I'm going to speed this part up. Oh, and I'm also going to, I might need to add to my task list now with scheduling my week is doing my time block schedule. This has been, I don't know, something just clicked this week. I've tried time blocking many times. And when I worked in the corporate world, my whole day was time blocked. So I think maybe after 20, over 20 years of being so structured and then getting into real estate, I craved freedom, but now I'm realizing I need the structure again. Yeah, so anyways, I'm just feeling really, really focused and motivated. So I'm going to do my time blocking as well. And then I will share it all with you. All right, guys, I think what I'm going to be doing moving forward is having this done before I film, because this does take me a while. But I just, last week and this week, just to show you when, it's not that I'm new to time blocking, but it's been a while. So it's getting into a routine and a rhythm. So I just want to show you kind of what it looks like. So I have color coordinated. So in my calendar, because I want my calendar to look like more pastel colors. So I have a very light green, but I'm realizing the blue and the green look very similar. So this is the green that I used. I'm gonna have to choose a different shade of green. A little darker than I'd like, but at least it stands out then. That's better. It stands out a lot more too. So the green, again, to me is money-making activities. It's part of that 80-20 that I was talking about in my plan with me last week. 20% of the results give 20% of the effort gives 80% of the results. So I've got my me time wellness purple. My CEO time is blue. Team meetings are gray. Team meetings, yes, team meetings are gray. So I have my 411 there. And then anything that is an invite from my office, I have in sort of a coral kind of color. So I've got my coaching call on Tuesday and then our monthly mastermind here. So that's it so far. I've got my exercise. I want to be consistent with that as far as the time of day. So around 2-3 o'clock I find is a good time. Because as I get into the night, it's not going to happen. Eventually, I'll get into time blocking, like when I'm going to be making dinner and things like that, because we are not consistent with that. And I want us to be eating dinner like at a decent hour. It's typically 8, 9 o'clock by the time we sit down. And you know what, on really busy real estate days, that makes sense. But on a daily basis, it's like we've just got ourselves into this rut. And yeah, I want to make sure that I'm making time for that. So we're eating on a regular basis, and we are fueled, and we have energy to accomplish everything that we want to accomplish. And then I just put some high level things like Monday, I'm gonna, because I have a lot of time, I'm gonna do my year-to-date CMAs, probably in my CEO time. I'm not gonna do that in my follow-up because I've already followed up with these people, right? So it's like double follow-up, if you will. So I'm gonna do my regular follow-up, and then I'll do that later. Strength, cardio, cardio, strength, just to kind of map out when would make sense. I can't really do strength 2 days in a row. I do full body. And if I'm sore the next day or the next 2 days, I don't want to be working the same muscle groups. So that's why I have cardio, if whether that's like going for a hike, or walking on my treadmill, or going to the gym and doing the Stairmaster, whatever that looks like. And then Friday, Saturday, Sunday, as you guys know, I leave those open, and we will exercise on those days. Again, it's just, they're not time block days. So hopefully that's helpful for you guys to see how I time block. And how it's going so far. So here's my week. I don't know if I show this. I don't think I did. Or maybe I did. Yes, I think I did. So this is my week so far. So I leave these blank, and I'm going to write in the actual times that I do everything. And then over time, I'll see my patterns, right? So through trial and error, I'm going to get this time blocking thing. I'm going to get it down pat. All right. That is my plan with me. If you have any questions at all, don't hesitate to reach out. I'm happy to answer questions and help you guys out if you need. And yeah, I hope you have a great week, a great and productive week ahead. Can you guys believe it's really like we are going into the week of the 20th. Like 2 weeks left of March. That's crazy to me. I feel like March just started. Yeah, 2 weeks left of March, and then we're into April. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. And then starting the second quarter of the year. So that is definitely motivating me. So I've just realized I put the last 2 weeks in here, and look how chunky it is. So I think I might take out because I don't really need the beginning of the month. So I think I'm going to take these out just so that it can close better. Yeah, that's better, because I don't want to put unnecessary pressure on my rings if I can help it. So there you go. That's my plan with me for the week of the 20th. Let me know if you have any questions. Thank you so much for watching, you guys, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Bye.